Hello Wonderland, Kelly here, out for a full day wander today. Shenandoah National Park, one of my favorite places, about 2 hours from home. I'm in the, well, I'll get into that later. The agenda today is waterfalls, hopefully some nice icy winter waterfalls and some good hiking. It's supposed to be clear and sunny today, but it's overcast right now and there's actually some snowflakes falling, which is kind of cool. All right, should be an adventure today. Let's hit it. All right, as I was about to say, I'm in the Central District. There are 3 districts of Shenandoah National Park, and I am in the Central, the south end of the Central. And the first hike of the day is the South River Falls Trail and Falls. It's an 83-foot waterfall. Hoping it'll be fairly impressive. I've not done this one before, so it's a new one for me. And if you're here in the crunch, I have never been here in these kind of conditions. Snow everywhere. So this should be interesting. And I have to say, it's very quiet. The snow really muffles sounds. I don't hear any birds. Total quiet. It's kind of nice. There was one other car in the parking lot, so maybe I'll bump into its occupant. But otherwise, I don't expect it to be very busy here today. It's cold. Should be nice weather later. It's a Friday, so it's not a weekend. Yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm glad this is snow and not ice. Otherwise, it'd be pretty treacherous. I hear now in the distance running water. That's a good sign. This hike is about 1.3 miles to a falls overlook from the top part of the falls, and then there's a little spur that you can take to the base of the falls. I'll see if that seems worth it. And then there's a loop, but the loop is like 4 miles, and I just want to go out and back. I think this is the shorter of my 2 waterfall hikes today, so I'll take it a little bit easy. All right. Whew. This is nice, though. Definitely different. Just off the trail a few steps here. Finding one of the creeks, tributaries of the South River, I presume. Some nice ice action going on here. And the snow, of course. Grab a few shots. I warmed up. This is nice, though. Nice cliff. And over there, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a sheet of ice hanging down. That might make some good shots. And I think I must be pretty close to the top of the falls. Let's see what that looks like. Here, we're coming up to our first real view of the falls, which is icy. Bit. over there, a little bit obstructed, unfortunately. But still, not bad. There's another viewpoint over here. Let's take a look. Let's see if that's any better. Wow. It's literally a sheet of ice down in there. Might not want to go all the way in. Although there's snow around the edges. That's not too bad. Let me not film that in case I fall. That was pretty decent. Got a couple shots, but I think the proper view is from the bottom of the falls. So I'm going to take the extra bit of trail and fire road that heads down there. Hopefully it's not too treacherous. But we're here for adventure, right? Yeah. Heading along the trail, here's something interesting. This is a baby copperhead snake. Am I getting it? There it is. Frozen in the snow. Pretty sure it's dead. I'm not gonna mess with it anyway. But that's seems strange to me. Out of season for baby copperheads. And snakes this time of year should be brumating, which is inactivity, kind of like hibernation. Interesting. Oh, I'm almost there. Good thing. As if you're thinking, hey Kelly, aren't you a little out of shape for a mountain hike in the snow? That's a yes. And if you're not thinking that, I'm thinking it for you. It's beautiful though. Yeah, here's the falls coming up here. It's very snowy on this part of the trail. And it's uphill right here. Whew. It's nice. Go around the corner here. Less obstruction. Maybe. Let's get down there. There we are. That's what I'm talking about. So what I'm thinking here, obviously the falls are nice. I got the 24 to 105 right now. So I got some wide angles with the falls. I also have the 10 to 20 millimeter. I'm gonna switch to that and get some even wider. Might not be great with all these trees around, but maybe. And then I'm thinking detail shots, right? So I want to get these rocks in the foreground with the falls in the back. Maybe that rock over there or that rock there is nice with the falls, if I can get across the creek here. And some close-ups, maybe looking up the falls. We'll mess around, see what we can come up with. Just finishing up here with some Icy Macro. And then I got a few with the circular polarizer and the variable neutral density filter to blur the water some more, get some slower shutter speeds. Hopefully those came out well. Now, I'm gonna fuel up a little bit before I start the trek back. And I don't expect to film on the way back because I do expect to be very out of breath. All right, see you in a bit. I felt bad for that little copperhead, so I stopped to excavate it from the ice. It didn't feel frozen stiff, so I feel like it hadn't been there too long. So I put it on some unfrozen ground. If it gets sunny, maybe it'll warm up and revive. I don't know if that was the right thing to do. Mike will tell me. But either way, hopefully it's better off. Okay, going uphill. I love it. On the way back, well, at the fall, I swapped to the 100 to 400 millimeter RF lens. I brought that one in case I spotted any critters, because it's pretty light and still very good. And I've left it on the camera, and it's, as I'm working my way back along the creek here, it's letting me get some neat shots from a distance of the ice formations. So that should be pretty cool, I think. I love that. Finished that hike, ate lunch. I gotta tell you, past Kelly was a little too optimistic about my limits. Although, to be fair, past Kelly didn't know that that hike would be covered with snow the whole way. I think that made it a lot more strenuous than it otherwise would have been. So, kind of taking it easy right now. I don't think I have the other big hike. That was actually the shorter of the two bigger hikes that I had planned. I don't think I have the other one in me. So for now, I'm just cruising Skyline Drive, stopping at some overlooks, and check this out. This is the Hazeltop overlook, and I am really loving that evergreen with the snowy mountains behind it. So most of the snow's on the ground. You can't really see it in the trees, of course, but that's still nice. So I'm getting some shots here, some panos, and just some portraits and landscapes with that tree as my subject and this background. Gorgeous stuff. Right across the street here, nice and snowy as well. I'm hearing some woodpeckers. And this is the snow pile that they plowed recently. The Skyline Drive was, and the park, therefore, because Skyline Drive runs through the whole park, was closed for a few days due to snow and ice, which I'm slipping on. Yeah, but it's back open. Hooray. Okay. I took some Tylenol. It's helping, I think. My joints are not what they used to be. Okay. I will continue. I'm heading north on Skyline Drive. I think I can manage the Dark Hollow Falls trail. It is a shorter one, not quite so strenuous, and a good fall. It's one of the falls that I was going to visit today anyway, but on a different trail that also ends at the base of or includes the base of those falls. But I'll just do the main trail because it's shorter and easier, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Now this overlook and this tree, I took one of my all-time favorite photos of this tree on a misty winter morning, I think last year about this time, actually. I'll dig that up and throw it on here. But Obviously, different conditions today, so I had to take a few shots of this guy today. Well, that's pretty neat with the field of snow. Yeah, I think that'll be a neat shot or two. Always fun to revisit favorite scenes now and then, but not too much. Little stop on the way to Dark Hollow Falls. Another familiar location for me, which looks very different today. This is Big Meadows. I always like to stop here when I'm on this part of the Skyline Drive. But it has not looked like this for me before. A lot of crows over there. Heard some other birds. I'm going to head out this way a little bit and see if there's any deer or anything, even though I just grabbed the camera with the 24-105 on it. I don't have a wildlife lens on me. But still, see what's up. Last time I was here, I visited out this way. There's the one of the two first civilian conservation corps CCC work camps in a national park. They were both here in Shenandoah. One here and one at Skyland, which was like a resort hotel before this became a national park, which was only 1935 is when FDR was here to dedicate it as a national park, and then I think it opened a couple of years later. But before that, people lived here, of course, and way back, the people who lived here were Native Americans, as you might imagine, and I believe the understanding is that the Native Americans are the ones who cleared Big Meadows and kept it cleared as a place to farm and gather. Yeah, it's kind of neat. What are these tracks? Huh. Some interesting tracks in the snow. I don't know what they are. Yeah, it's crunchy. I don't want to go too far out here, but neat spot. Pretty today. All right. Dark Hollow Falls. We begin. I'm pretty sure I'm going to regret this. But I'm here. Okay, let's do it. That wasn't too bad. We have arrived. I present Dark Hollow Falls. This, because it's a short hike and not too strenuous, this is one of the most popular hikes in the park. But, I passed a few people on the trail, but I've got this all to myself. Head out here. That is really neat. Those ice shields that the water is flowing behind. Yeah. We can work with this. Okay, so we got that. Lots of ice down here. It flows down over the rocks. And in fact, there's more falls over there a little bit. Check that out too. Okay. Let's shoot. All right. Lots of levels as this one goes up. So I'm going to start with the broad sweep, of course, all the way bottom to top, which with the 24-105, I think I can get down here without too much trouble. In portrait, anyway. Let me get in the right mode. And I'm going to go low ISO so I can drop the shutter speed down to about 1/10. I'm going to try 1/10. That gives me an F11. And we'll grab a few like that. I can even get it landscape. Chimp. Check my sharpness. Yeah, that looks good. Good, good, good. All right. Then I'll zoom in, go to 105 and try to get some of this ice structure, which is pretty neat. Should get some video of that too. And then those ice shields up there, that's really cool. Okay. And then I'll find some other angles. Nice stop at Dark Hollow Falls. Now I trek back out, up and out. I hope this is the steepest part of the trail. The part that leads directly to the falls. And then the rest of it's fairly gentle ups and downs. So, but still, I'm already out of breath. So, see you at Dakar. Setting here at Shenandoah National Park, and that means I'm gonna wrap it up. Didn't do quite what I expected when I started out this morning, but it was a good day. I'm beat. Hiking through snow is tough. Who knew? And here, well, you can see this. This stuff is deep. I'm sinking down about a foot when I'm going through this stuff. So, yes, that's enough for now. Hope you've enjoyed this outing. It's a pretty good one, I think. Feel like I got some good photos today. We'll have to see how it turns out in post, of course. Nice glow behind me there. Yes, so, okay. Until next time, be good to yourself. Take care of each other. Don't forget to be awesome. Get out and wander. Later.